This is a very intriguing, compelling matchup. This team comes in ranked in the top 5 on the road wearing a very big target, trying to avoid that upset trap. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Razorbacks will kick this away to get us going. Returner looking to create better field position. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Notre Dame's offense tries out there to open this game. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively, but they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against his defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose the secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays?
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. The pass rush closing in. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down.
Now the quarterback tries to pick this up himself. It just wasn't meant to be. Defense out in nickel package with those 5 DBs, knowing they've got good speed on the field to be able to cover the skill guys, and also the quarterback up front in case he takes off. Now we got a 4th down play coming up.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Fair catch made at the 35. So Arkansas's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Today, Kirk, we got an elite running back matchup across an elite linebacker. Both these guys, we talk to them, eager for these collisions that we're going to see today.
Well, Chris, these two guys are as good as there is at their position. One thing we know for sure, you're not just going to see them matched up in the run game. What I can't wait to see is, can this linebacker stay with this running back in the passing game? Because he can be very dangerous catching the ball in the backfield as well.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. QB decides to keep it here. Breaks into the clear. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
The Razorbacks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the...
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense able to fall on the football, lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Receiver makes the grab.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
And the Razorbacks bring their punt team onto the field. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, what a grab! What a grab by the junior.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Tight end goes in motion. On the run, it's Love. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Here's the 2nd down play. Takes the handoff again. He shreds the tackle. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the corner to stop him for a loss.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. To throw, it's Carr. Catch is made down the middle. Ah, here he goes. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down at the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, that's great execution and the touchdown here for the offense. How about the poor defense? They take away the dive, they take away the quarterback, they think they have everything defended, and then he pitches it out on his last option, and they don't have anybody there to stop him from scoring a touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0.
That makes the score Notre Dame 7, Arkansas 0.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. To throw, it's Green. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Now it's second down here. Keeping it on the ground here. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Breaks into the clear. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Razorbacks have 1st and 10 here. Motion now from the tight end. They'll hand it off. Powering through.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down after that previous play. Looking to pass this time. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Oh, escapes the tackle. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
The Razorbacks look at a cash in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Green. Throws to the tight end. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. Looking for 6. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop. Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This could create some problems for a defense. Look out, room to run here. They stop him right at the 24.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. They don't block the defensive end. There shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the grab. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a shovel pass, complete. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. That's a solid return after the interception.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. Ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
To the air, it's Green. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up 4th down now.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 45-yard attempt. He made it. 3 points on the board.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Fields. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again, getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
1st down here for this offense. And the single back takes the handoff. The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. The defense all over him again.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Short throw complete to the tight end. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. So bad plays on 1st and 2nd down puts him in a tough spot here. 3rd and very long. Scanning the field. It's Carr. Short throw. Running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
Completion doesn't pick up 1st down yardage. Punting team on the field. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Quickly behind the 6 here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Trying to find room. It's Russell. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
And the Razorbacks will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. No fair catch. He feels the punt. Return the tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. Quick pass. The catch is made. 0 running room. Stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. 1st down, looking for more now. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Bringing pressure. Looking right, this one caught. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
So here comes 3rd and long. Trying 3rd and very long. That's caught. It's Pauling. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that 1st down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. Makes it look easy.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. The ball is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Will not be brought down. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
See if they can convert the point after.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and they lead 17-3.
That makes the score Notre Dame 17, Arkansas 3.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To the air. It's Green. Caught by the receiver. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on the screen. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that screen play can be a little tricky if the blocks up front don't develop, and now they got to figure out what to do here on 4th down.
The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking to pass. It's Carr. It's caught. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the right side. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to throw it again. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be 1st down and goal.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Single back, takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Makes the grab. Can he get there? Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Dayton sets up a 3rd down and goal from the 6. Back to pass. It's Carr. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead.
That makes the score Notre Dame 24, Arkansas 3.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw. It's Green. Pass caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Looking to throw it on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. It's 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Ball at the 36 still. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And this pass is caught. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-one.
He's in the clear. Now here he goes. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
Extra point try coming now.
For the extra point.
The extra point is good, but down now 14, 24-10.
Notre Dame, 24, Arkansas, 10.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Return begins inside the 10. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Quick throw to the left. The pass is intercepted. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. And the quarterback keeps it here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Now they go with the option, and they didn't fool the defense at all. You know, this defense has worked all week on defending the option and being fundamentally sound. That time, really good job with assignment football. Nowhere to go in a very short game.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. The quick throw out left, complete. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good, right down the middle. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Back to throw. It's Green. The receiver makes the catch.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he drops back in the gun. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made on the left side. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Nice read here by the Arkansas quarterback to be able to make this throw and pick up a first down for the Hogs. Did a nice job of waiting for his receiver to get open and then put the ball right on the money.
And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to chuck it again. He finds his man. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
First down and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
That completion sets up a second down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
The Razorbacks are in the red zone. It's a quarterback keeper. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Green. And the ball is hauled in. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself. Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. A deep shot to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance at winning these big games.
That's incomplete. Even on a 4th down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Important 3rd down play coming up. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. 1st down now from the 30.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. When they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go into keeper.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The tight end has got it, and the defense wraps him up.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He can be the quarterback safety blanket.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Caught behind the line. It's Pauling. Looks like Notre Dame will have the 1st down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He'll hand it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They tried to get the counter play to the edge, Kurt. We've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counter play. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has.
Grab down the middle. It's Pauling. Brought down at the 7. Completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Man, this defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. He's brought down, but good for a 1st and goal at the 4.
Defense is spread all over the field. Do a pretty good job here keeping him out of the end zone, but he gets enough for the 1st down.
Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. This big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
It's a good battle down here at the goal line. 3rd down and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
What a call here. 4th and goal, and they keep it on the ground for 6. That sends a big message to this defense. The offense felt they could win up front, and the run here confirms it for 6.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Notre Dame 31, Arkansas.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st down, it's play action. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be 1st down. Back to throw. It's Green. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seemed to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
After one enormous play, the offense is set up with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. In the red area, it's Washington. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
So the offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's 1st and goal. Looking for a man. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. Here's a handoff, testing the middle. They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. They've been getting owned at the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
On 3rd and goal, they've got to cut into this big lead. Probably 4-down territory. And Notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. It's Green. Oh, he breaks free. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the 1st down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
Well, here we go again. The field goal team is out there. This kicker's already got 3 makes in this game. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here's the first play of the drive. It started at the 28. An inside give now from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
3rd down, it's a handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. On the ground, it's Love. And this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense all over him that time.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. It's Carr. Grabbed by the receiver. And gain enough to set up 1st down now at the 39.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with offenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. And they pick up the first on the ground. They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Now play number 9 on this drive. Quarterback still with the football. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
The long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
Great cut there. Tackle down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
But this is how you put a game away. Already up multiple scores, now running the football this entire drive, eating up the clock. Really good chance here of putting this game on ice.
They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Boy, this guy can do it all. Whether it's the ability to be elusive and bounce to the outside in space, run over top of defenders, that's now 3 touchdowns in this game alone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter.
That makes the score Notre Dame 38, Arkansas 19.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Looking to pass. It's Green. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, he makes the catch.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hasn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Play action here on 1st down. Pressure is coming. He's running out of time here. Breaks free. Looking to scramble. Breaks free. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it here. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First down, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
And the Razorbacks will have 1st and 10 here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice...
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Boy, Chris, it has been tough sledding today for the old man under center. At this point, you just hope he's able to get out of this game healthy.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Dropping back. It's Green. Complete to the running back, but can he get there? Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Working clock with the ground game. Breaks into the clear. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Gonna run it. It's Price. He's in the clear. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. First and 10 play coming up. Heading left after the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Here's the 2nd down play. And here's the handoff. He's brought down out at the 46.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Carr. The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
And here comes the punter onto the field. And that one will bounce into the end zone for a touchback.